Hi friends, it's your girl Aggie, aka NurseAggz. Welcome back or to my channel if you're new here. You guys have been asking for updates on how grad school is going. For those of you who don't know, I am a family nurse practitioner student, and I am 1 year in, and the whole program is 2 years or 24 months. So I'm at the halfway mark. Hallelujah. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys what's been going on with me in grad school, how's it's been going, how I've been surviving and passing my classes while working part-time. If you're interested in seeing how graduate school is, then please keep on watching, and don't forget to like this video if you like it and subscribe as well. And let's hop right into it. Let's rewind to my first semester. That was last August. And that semester I took, oh gosh, I gotta remember this. Let me pull it up. I took advanced pathophysiology, role transition, and then like a theory class, a nursing theory class. And that first semester, I'm not gonna lie, was extremely rough. It was just hard getting back into the swing of being a student again after working 2 years full-time, basically having my off days off and frolicking, traveling. Let's just say I was in a little bit of denial that I was back in school. It just took me a little while to kind of just adjust and to really get into the swing of studying on my off days and being okay with that and not miserable and depressed. It took me probably the whole semester to realize. And then I'm like, oh, Aggie, you're in grad school. Like, let's buckle down and be focused and be, you know, consistent in your studies and just get your mind right. It took me about the whole semester, if I'm being frank, but I passed my classes that semester. Advanced pathophysiology is definitely one of those tougher courses. If you can remember from nursing school how tough it was, it's just like a step up in graduate school. Lucky for me, my program is a hybrid program, so that means half of it's online, half of it is in person. So I like it that way because I'm able to get to know my professors on a one-to-one level. I get to know my classmates. I was able to make a study buddy easily. So that was definitely to my benefit. And that's going to be my number one hint if you're going back to school, is to find a study buddy. Honestly, I don't know what I would do without my girl Courtney. Like, she is my go-to girl. Like, we study together on FaceTime. We will remind each other of quizzes and a test and like give each other hints on how to study. But the most helpful thing is really just like studying with her like the week of exams, because two brains are better than one, honestly. And you might think you know something, but when we quiz each other or, you know, tell each other what we know about a certain topic, then we actually learn from one another. So definitely get a study buddy. I know it's a little bit harder if you're in an online program, a solely online program, but even if you are, still try to find someone to review concepts with and to just hold accountable. So that was the first semester. I had a nice long winter break that was very refreshing, and then before you know it, it was spring semester, and that's when things really started getting intense. So the second semester I took advanced health assessment and advanced pharmacology, as well as the advanced health assessment lab. So this was definitely one of the tougher semesters I've had, because both of those courses were very demanding. They both had exams, midterm and final exams, as well as quizzes. And then with the lab, we have what we call OSCEs, which if you follow me on Instagram, I've talked about these. These are basically in-person real-life exams where you have like a mock patient who is actually a drama student, and they are told to act a certain way, come into the doctor's office with certain symptoms, and I, as the nurse practitioner student, have to do a thorough interview of that patient and a thorough assessment. So that was very nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie, because you don't want to miss anything, because if you do miss a certain number of things, then you have to retake it. I managed to survive that, and really the key to surviving those things is just practice. I used to practice on my sister a lot, thank you Donna, as well as my little nephew, which he loved to help me. Now we're gonna test for fremitus. So I'm gonna spin you around. Okay, so I want you to say E, or say 99.
99.
Say it again.
99.
Can I say it again?
99.
So we're gonna listen to your lungs again, okay?
Okay.
So I'm gonna lift up your shirt to look at the skin, and I'm gonna take a deep breath for me. Got this. again. So that semester was really hard. Pharmacology, oh, it's just so many medications. Like, I'm trying to think, how did I even survive that class? How did I survive pharmacology? God. No, but in all seriousness, well, pharmacology is really about just taking it one step at a time. Whatever you're getting quizzed on, like focus on that material and just build up on that. Actually, I remember pharmacology, I used the, we had a really good textbook, and at the end of each chapter, they had good summary points. And so I basically used that to help me study and try to simplify it as much as I could. Health assessment itself was hard as well because our book absolutely sucked. And it was almost like I was just teaching myself the material and just trying to find online resources to supplement my learning, such as YouTube. But that class was definitely challenging. So I survived though, and I survived, and so I'm gonna give myself that credit. And by the way, I have been working part-time the entire program, luckily for me. I don't have any kids. I'm not married, so I definitely have that advantage. Okay, and then summer semester. So I just finished my summer semester, and this was by far the most difficult semester. I took Adult Health 1, as well as the Adult Health 1 practicum and Advanced Evidence-Based Practice. Now, the Advanced Evidence-Based Practice class was easy peasy. It was the Adult Health 1 class that about kicked my booty because we had to do clinicals or start clinicals, and not only did we have to start clinicals, but we had to get a certain number of hours in a short time frame, basically 2 months. I mean, you know, summer semesters go by really quickly. I already struggled trying to find a clinical site, and I got mine like a little bit late, so I had even a lesser amount of time to get my clinical hours in. But basically my schedule was clinical 3 days out the week, work on the weekends, and then trying to find time to study in between. So luckily I had like a pretty like solid schedule, which was really helpful, like basically having like a set days of clinicals and then my set work days at my job, versus kind of being all over the place with, you know, what days I worked and what days I did clinicals. So definitely trying to find some type of structure in your schedule would be helpful to you. But it's just finding that time to study. That was just so challenging for me. And you just really get it in where you can. I'll try to study at clinical on my off time, which really wasn't often. On the 2 days out the week that I had off from both work and clinicals, those were my days where I really had to buckle down and study. And then other than that, maybe I work here and there. I'll try to, like, you know, do little assignments. Yes, this summer was super challenging. I had no weekends off, which was like hot girl summer who, you know, like that just wasn't a thing for me. It was like hot nurse summer. I was okay with that because it went by super fast, and I was super thankful for that. Now, one tip I will give for these classes, such as like the nursing thing course that I took the first semester, evidence-based practice, those classes are just straight like assignments, like discussion board posts, like presentations. And it can be annoying because there might be like a lot of assignments you have to do, but sis, you have to learn how to finesse it and how to do it quickly. So when it comes to those like busy work assignments, just get it done. Don't put too much energy into it, because truth be told, your professor's probably not going to put a lot of energy into grading them. I'm just saying, okay? And you can always like test the waters. What I'll do is, especially with like a new professor, I'll like go above and beyond on the first couple like discussion board posts, and then see how they grade on them. And depending on how they grade, how strict, that's kind of lets me know how much energy and time I need to put into future assignments. Definitely try to put most of your energy into learning and studying the material. That's number one. And yeah, so now I'm about to start fall semester, where I will be doing Adult Health 2 and a like informatics, nursing informatics course. Yes, that is basically a summary of how grad school's been going, how I've been surviving. That's the tea. If you are starting graduate school soon, you got this. Look at me right here. You got this. You were made for this. You got into the program for a reason. God would not bring you to something you could not accomplish. Just keep your eye on the prize. Stay surrounded with people who are also grinding. That will help you. Stay off social media during exam week. I have a whole video on how to not procrastinate in graduate school and what tools I use for that, which have actually been really helpful for me. So I will also link that down below. But you got this. Congratulations in advance. And just go ahead and put those letters behind your name, like claim it, proclaim it, and it is yours. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.